Hear that? I hope it's not too loud for you guys, but this is just nature sounds. You know, you can find them on YouTube. And it makes you feel so good. It uplifts you right away. As soon as I start hearing the crackling of firewood, you know, I don't know. It just activates something within me, and I just feel so at ease. Now think about that. Why would that happen? Everything is vibration. And we live in literally in an ocean of vibration. So we're made of vibration. We live in a sea of vibration. So therefore vibration must have some kind of merit, right? So we got to look into it, because these are the things that we have been kept from. You know, again, not to get into the conspiratorial, because this is not what this is about. So they did what they did. Oh well. They omitted certain things. They didn't tell us about these things, but I'm telling you now. Right? So we all had to go through the lack of not knowing these things, but now that we found them, we should just be grateful that we are going to find that now we're being given the opportunity to heal ourselves, to find ways of healing ourselves. That it ain't about, you know, the more you suffer, the faster you get to heaven. Makes no sense, right? God is love, God is happiness, God is peace. You know, so the point is to elevate yourself. So yeah, you gotta grab yourself by the collar and walk yourself, you know, up there. Jesus is not gonna come down from heaven and you know and help you get up there. But if you evoke His name, it might change your mood. It might change the spiraling, you know, fall that you're, you know, maybe having, you know, so you don't go any deeper. It's just, this is what alchemists do. They think about a fire. Let's say, for instance, your desires, your dreams and goals. That fire needs to run like intensely, right? So what does that mean? That you, again, not Jesus, you are going to tell yourself these things, or throw more wood into the fire, right? To keep your desire strong, intense, like a fire. So then, you know, and I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures and the drawings that they show sometimes in these old books, you know, and you'll see the alchemist, you know, putting more wood into the fire, into this big oven, right? So this is what these things mean, you know, that in case of desires, in case of, you know, goals and dreams, put more wood into the fire. You got to do that every day. You got to keep your visions intense, you know. Again, it's got to be with that intensity of fire. And I say fire because this is what I have playing right now. And how curious that all of a sudden, how funny that I feel like talking about the intensity of fire. Because we have the elements within us, baby boys, baby girls. That's what I'm trying to get at. Spirit is in command of all elements. Think about how many elements are out there, right? You got earth, you got fire, you got water. Earth, fire, water. I'm losing track, but you also have ether, right? You have so many different solids, if you will, or so many different elements, you know, that make up your whole reality. And this is the most exciting part about it, because since I'm talking about vibration and living in a vibrational universe, in this ocean of vibration, I always repeat those phrases like ocean of vibration, you know, to kind of instill the idea in your mind that everything around you is vibratory, and so are you. So depending on how you're vibrating, That's what you'll be seeing, like a radio station, like the tone in a music note. I'm sorry, in a music scale, right? Let's say you're playing a re, or D. Well, everything, the whole atmosphere is gonna fill with that sound. Now think about that. Why is it that it's good to talk to plants, especially when you talk to them with love? Why is it that water can literally create miracles? Just a quick one. Anything you write on a bottle of water will become, because you're drinking that information. Because the moment you tag that water with that specific slogan, that water will mirror that specific slogan. This is why spelling comes from spell. This is so awesome, right? I didn't even know that I was going to talk about this. I had an idea, but it just keeps coming out. So, since you're vibrating at a specific rate, everything is going to feel like that in your life. I notice that when I'm meditating, and it's not that I'm meditating while I'm driving, is that I'm chanting while I'm driving, because some people sing, and I do. But before I do all my singing, I want to tune up to the sounds of chakra sounds. Basically, for each note that corresponds to the chakras in my body. So I start with Do, which is the root chakra, and then I move up to Re, which is the sacral chakra. Then I move up to the solar plexus chakra, which is Mi or E. Then I move up to F, which is the heart chakra, right? 639 hertz, if you're looking into, how much it is, right? It just keeps going up. And then you have your throat chakra. Then you have your third eye chakra, and then your crown. The point is that you keep going up in tone. Those 7, notes in the chromatic scale, that's what it is. And you just tune up, you pitch to it, like a singer does. You vocalize to it. So while I'm doing that, while I'm driving, I'm doing my root chakra, for instance, and all of a sudden I start seeing red cars everywhere. Because red is the color that corresponds to the root chakra. Now you're gonna say, well, what, did they just tag him? No, baby boy, no, baby girl. What happens is that those are vibratory rates. So when something is vibrating at 369 hertz, it's gonna sound like the note of Do or C, and is going to emit a color which is red, and so on and so forth. As I keep going up my spine, I'm about sacral chakra level, the second chakra, I start seeing orange signs and orange cars, and that's what I'm referring to, that the universe around you, or the vibrational matter or makeup around you, I almost screwed it up there when I said matter, the vibrational energy around you is responding to your vibratory output, the signal you're putting out. So if you're pitching, or you're tuning, or you're vocalizing to that note, everything starts to sound and look like it. So this is why it's important for you to always do that for yourself, because this is the coolest part about this thing, that your chakras are not just sitting inside your body. They emit a signal, a vibratory signal, which can turn into sound and sight, things you can touch in your reality. I was just watching the trailer for the next Matrix movie. Dude, Keanu Reeves, this man is a legend. He's a beautiful guy. You just gotta, you have to admit it, especially if you're a dude. He is a beautiful guy, not just with his looks, but I mean that the fact that he is a beautiful guy inside and out. A lot of the times you'll see that somebody really beautiful is because they're really beautiful inside. So the inside reflects what's in the outside. Again, like what I'm explaining here. This is the coolest part about your chakra system, that it emits that vibratory signal that they emit brings about sound, sight, and things to touch. Basically, your universe starts to reverberate with the tone you're emitting. That's what I'm trying to get at. So as I put in the sounds, it's just things that people see that they're so mundane, which is just completely ludicrous to me. How can you say that or think that the things in nature are mundane or useless? But again, some people just grow into thinking that there's just stuff that is out there. They don't understand their function. It is to improve you. It is to heal you. It is to vibrationally uplift you. Just being exposed to them, listening to the sounds, being under the sun, being under the moonlight, taking a deep breath of that wind sometimes, just all of a sudden you feel that breeze. So the coolest part about this vibrational situation you got going on here within your spine, your chakra system, is that it is just, I'm oversimplifying it, but this is just so you can understand what I'm been telling you. Have you seen during the holidays? You have these projectors that project an image on walls, right? You see that sometimes you require several projectors because sometimes the image is a little too complex to just have one projector throw out those specific figures or images that you want to see, right? So my point is that your chakra system works exactly that way. Each chakra is emitting a signal that has audio, and visual, and you get to experience it. So the better you're tuned up to the right correspondency or the right the right vibrational rate. Basically, you tune them up to the right pitch. You're gonna live a life of miracles, like what I'm living. And again, a lot of people, when I say this, a lot of people grow hateful. But I know that you're watching, because people get envious and stuff like that. Whenever you have people, these are micro gestures, right? But when you have people, when you tell them something and they go like this, they look at you up and down, they're literally thinking, how the hell is this guy just, has such good luck or something? It's not about luck. It's about putting yourself in the right place so you can be at the right time with the right properties. If you are feeling crappy, you're no good to yourself nor the universe, your universe, the stuff that surrounds you. Just you've seen it before, that the worse you're feeling, the worse things get. When you smile, the whole world smiles with you. The whole bit, So it starts with you. That's what I'm saying. So these projectors, they're projecting your reality. But if they're not tuned to the right frequency, well, they're gonna give you odd stuff, and then you can, and the more corroded, because think about these projectors, they have lenses, right? So if the lenses are corroded, those doors of perceptions, if they're those windows of perceptions, if they're stained, well, the images are going to be distorted, right? So therefore your life will become such. That's what I'm trying to get at, that if you want to jump into a nightmare, just buy into somebody's horrible story. Because the moment you do, that becomes your reality. Because you just allowed it to, sorry for your ears, to slap it right on in front of that lens now. And now whatever image coming through that lens is going to be distorted. It's going to have that signature, if you will. Think about it. So it is very important for you to take the time to meditate. Yesterday, I never do this, but I was like, my tan is getting all weird, because now that it's getting hot, I'm getting all kinds of patches everywhere, so I'm trying to get it all even. So I didn't want to go to the beach, but the sun was coming in through the window really nicely. I just opened up the window and laid on my mat, and I also meditated at the same time. This happens every time I'm meditating with nature involved. My chakras were going nuts. They were spinning about, vibrating. They were having a great time because I was absorbing the elements while I was meditating. And just like now with this sounds, it just the stuff is flowing. This is why I put this stuff. I haven't even started my incense, and usually the incense also gets me going. These, I don't know if you remember Greg Braden. He's around. You can see him in Gaia a lot. He has a documentary out there, or a presentation that he made about the power of the heart. Check it out on YouTube. I don't exactly know how it was titled, but he spoke about a lot about healing and the power of belief for healing. That I saw a tumor just disappear in real time in a film. These monks were chanting, making sounds, affirming something they believed, that this tumor would be gone, and it disappeared on the film. So you gotta check it out, because he also explains that he spoke to a lot of monks, and they pretty much said, because he spoke to a lot of them, and what he gathered is that, or was it one that told him? I don't know, but it was probably basically essentially what the message here is that the candles, the chimes, the bells, the incense, the sounds, is all, again, to elevate you, because they represent the elements. They do something with the elements. For instance, think about a bell. What does that do? The signals it provides, right? Those vibrational signals it provides. Same with the smoke, Once you inhale it, all of a sudden, because again, it's coming through these readers of vibration, right? These guys read the vibration and they translate it for this machine for you to experience it. Think about it. This body was made by somebody really smart. So, that the trick here is for you to ring at the right rates, for you to sing your song. Because nobody can sing your song but you. Nobody else is gonna come from heaven and sing a song for you to heal. Oh, yeah, actually, it can happen, because they're offering a healing sound, a healing vibration. Maybe it's a light code, maybe something they say, maybe my words. More and more, I'm understanding my purpose. And more, I know it is because of the work I've done. And it's not like, it is it's challenging work only if you hold on to the past, to the old. It must go away, all of it. Again, like I give you that example of the leaves. Leaves have to fall off the tree. If they don't fall off, you can't renew your flowers, right? You cannot reflower in the next season. So all the stuff needs to go. So, because, when all that stuff is gone, then it's just you. It's like what I tell people when they think that, nature is mundane. It's like, or just stuff that is out there for no reason. That if there's a nuclear holocaust, and that will never happen, because light warriors, we're keeping things going. So don't fret on that. Imagine a better day. That's, because we need the help. Come on, man. We can't do all of it ourselves. No, it's like your light is what keeps things going. Our lights. Are you getting the sense that one light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, what it becomes, right? But oh man, I'm getting sidetracked now. But essentially, I mean, you vibrating at the right rate is going to be the answer to all your prayers. It's going to be the utopia that you always imagine. I mean, imagining a better day with that light that you have, you'll make it happen, because when you imagine something that makes you happy, well, you elevate in vibration. And if you are a light, which you are, think about that light just getting brighter and brighter. That's a highly vibrational thing. And you got there by what? Putting more wood into the fire. You doing it yourself. You going through your affirmations. You writing your thoughts so you can spiel. Just get it all out of you, right? You singing if you have to sing. You seen my singing videos. I do it because this stuff needs out. This is our contribution to the world. So I'm not doing to get the ladies and things like that. I do it because I'm happy. Whether I'm singing a sad song, I'm getting the sense now that when the sound is coming out, it's this release. And my spirit is free. I'm unleashing it. And this is the same thing with y'all. This is why I'm telling you that you've been giving the wrong information. They've been telling you to sip it, don't do anything or any of that weird stuff that you do naturally. Because it makes us all feel uncomfortable. I was mentioning I mentioned the thing about the work. And that what I really want the message I want to deliver to you is that the stuff that needs to go is those notions that you need to only do certain things because your gender doesn't allow you to, your nationality doesn't allow you to, your religion doesn't allow you to, your parents don't allow you to, all that stuff. Again, if your Father in heaven gave you freedom of having your own will, and whether for you to believe that there's a God or not, I mean, think about that. You have that much freedom. It's a parent just says, go kid, go have some fun, tell me how it went, because I gave you all the tools for you to succeed and do well and be happy. So get out there and do your thing, because I put those gifts inside you as well for you to do your thing and shine. Think about it. So whatever it is, do it. I mean, of course, anything that comes from heaven, anything that is divine, is benevolent. It has nothing to do with hurting people. It has nothing to do with hurting yourself. God don't need your pain. God don't need your hate either. God don't need any help from the hateful. Right? Because a lot of people take on the position that they want to enforce God's law, which again, God doesn't need any help. Gave us a perfect mechanism for all these things to get dealt with. It's things like karma. It's things that, as you put out, you get back. It's as simple as that. And a lot of people don't know that. And so when you happen to see that, I read something really interesting this morning. It said, don't respond in kind, but respond with your nature. It's so true. It's so true, because you're benevolent and they have to be evil because they feel so crappy about themselves. Think how lowly in vibration they're feeling. So think about the time when you were just exhausted, so hungry, so hopeless. You snapped. You said some things, and then you ate something, and then you felt better, and then you felt bad. It's like, what did I say? You know what I mean? Or you were angry and you said things. The same thing always happens, because God put a piece of itself within you. So when you're happy, it sees it, it feels it, it knows it's there, it reacts to it. And when you're sad, it's like you can't even hear it, you can't feel it. You know that you have no idea that there's goodness out there because of how lowly you feel. But God put a piece of itself. That's you. That's your true identity. So whatever you're doing, that's how God sees everything, because it's within you. So whatever you're doing, it's not going unnoticed. Whatever good you're doing, it's going to come back to you. That's what I'm saying. So for all these people, committing all kinds of atrocities, and doing bad things because they think that's the only way to get good, makes no sense, right? What goes around comes around. It's basic math. It's basic vibratory education here. So look into your chakras, look into tuning in. You gotta do the work, and you have to get rid of those notions that you can't go there because such and such. Your spirit first. This casing is just it's an instrument that you use to fulfill your purpose. But your spirit has memories, has information that it gathered from lifetimes lived. And these things are going to come up. But the only way you're going to be able to tell in which direction you're going by the way you feel. So if it's something that was told by society, you're not supposed to do that, and you are, in the position where you have to either do it or not, you have to remember that you're a spirit. And this is terrestrial law. Whatever they told you is just terrestrial law. Is of the Caesar. It's not of God. Whatever is of God should go to God. Whatever is of the Caesar should stay with the Caesar. And you're not of the Caesar. They just made you believe that you were of the Caesar. With all that information, and you're going to suffer what people of the Caesar do suffer. But no, because every good that you perform, every good that you do is for your own good. It's coming back to you. You live in an inclusive and exclusive universe. Okay, so this is all for you, and you have to make the choices whether to go up or let yourself go down. So see, I say let yourself because it is a weakness to just succumb to negativity, succumb to these things when you can grab yourself by the collar and climb, because you want to be closer to the Father, don't you? To those emotions of happiness, of peace, of calm, of fulfillment, of serenity. Because that's the vicinity of the highest. That's when you start to go, oh yeah, there is a God, and it's always smiling to me, or it's always delivering information because I'm so close. So the higher you vibrate, and I gave you some of the tools earlier to get there, the higher you vibrate, the better it is for you. And you're doing it yourself. And how does that make you feel? It makes you feel good, right? When you're being good, well, how does that make you feel? It makes you feel good. And when people are accusing you of being bad, it doesn't bother you because you know you're good. There's no, as we say in Mexico, no hay cola que te pisen. There's no tail that anybody could step on. There's no bones in your closets. There's no skeletons in your closets. And that's what I mean, that when you're true with yourself, the rest doesn't matter. So I mean, like I'm wearing a flower skirt right now. You can't see it, but I'm wearing a flower skirt. Why? Because it's pretty. Because I'm spirit, and this is just an instrument, and I'm expressing with my spirit, who had a lot of lifetimes of information that is coming out. Why am I wearing a flower skirt? Because it's hot. I'm not going to put on shorts right now or pants. It's hot in this little booth. See? Sometimes you're just letting go of those little small, crazy ideas, notions, things that stop you from continuing your progress of evolution, of changing, evolving into something better. These things get in the way. You must get rid of them. This stuff is the garbage over the lake. It doesn't allow your grandeur to shine. And sometimes it's just practicality. Like right now, if I wear anything else, but if I'm no, I can't wear that, I'll be sweating like a pig in here. It's hot. Why? Because I have to wear these pants. You know what I mean? Being able to just flow as a spirit, as energy, is freedom. Instead of, no, I can't go there. No, I can't go there. Again, if it makes you happy, because it's in the vicinity, well, you know who. Think about it and feel about it.